Okay, now to say that Tinubu is a bigot is an understatement. Looking at what is going on in his cabinet, whereby if you are not a Yoruba, which is the currency, Tinubu understands you are you will never have your way. What it simply means is that if you are not a Yoruba man or Yoruba woman, or you are not dancing to the tune of the drums of the Yorubas within that corridors of power, you will be kicked out. Look at what just happened to Ajuri in Ngelale, a very sound mind, a guy who is less than 40 years, a vibrant youth. I think he's just 39 or thereabout, or 40 years, uh, because of one old order, an old man who doesn't see a reason that by now he should have retired. By Onanuga, he has done all the gimmicks, all the backbiting, all the blackmail, and now he has achieved his goal, right? Well, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Let us blame the idiot, the idiot that we have as the president, who is now the chief divider of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is the one Yorubanizing the country. Under this same president, now Lagos, which is still a protege, Lagos is governed by the protege of the current president, by the way. Under him, they are now saying that the currency is Yoruba. Excuse me, what is the achievement of Yorubas? What technological advancement has Yorubas brought to Nigeria? In the last 1 year, if you are celebrating this high level of bigotry in the presidency, you are showing any element of satisfaction, shame on you, and you are nothing but a disappointment to the our free education. Our patron, I mean, Awolowo is a patron of the Western region. This was the pride of Nigeria then. Yes, Western region was known as the pride of Nigeria because of the level of sophistication and education that the Yorubas had. It's so disgusting that a vibrant guy will be kicked out just because of one old man who is so analogous, a man who is full of bigotry. Well, Onanuga was that man who said that Peter Obi, let this and any other Igbo, let this be the last time that you guys will interfere in any Yoruba state politics. The question is, if you guys want to be a propagator of Yoruba nation, of Yoruba interest first, your president is in power and he has the wherewithal to split the country. I don't think other ethnic extractions are afraid of going their way. Most especially the Igbos. Ajuri Ngelale is closely related to the Igbos. This level of bigotry is becoming distasteful. It is now being done with so much confidence, with so much arrogance, whereby if you want to access Aso Villa now, you have to tell them, Omo Yoruba ni mi. Àwa la wà ńbẹ̀ o. These are the passwords. Is Aso Villa not supposed to be run on competence? Is Aso Villa not supposed to be run on meritocracy? Are those supposed to take that shenanigans of tribalism into us? When Aso Villa now is being filled up with Yorubas, 98% of the people in Aso Villa today are Yorubas. And then 2% are Buki. If you are going to see any Igbo there, it's going to be a dummy Igbo, a dollar, a man who knows nothing. I mean, it drives me crazy that this man people thought was going to be better than Buhari. You know, I mean, nobody ever expected it. I mean, Buhari accommodated Yorubas even in the Aso Villa. He accommodated Igbos, and we never had this disgraceful show of bigotry even by Buhari. This is not an issue of maybe there are some cabals who are trying to take over the government. The problem is, the point is, Tinubu himself is a bigot. That is his character. And this is why those who have known him for over 3 decades, since when he was a youth, since when he was in his 40s, they've always understood his soft spot. And when they sings his eulogies, Greeks or whatever it is called, in Yoruba they call it Oriki. When they start singing all those nonsense, I guess his head just swells up and he thinks he's on top of the world. And Ajuri Ngelale doesn't want to be a sycophant. You made this guy a senior advisor. You guys will recall that immediately when Corrup+I was appointed, that was when Ajuri started having issues, wherein Corrup+I will release a statement and Ajuri will tell us that we should disregard that the president never said anything like that. And at the end of the day, it is what Ajuri Ngelale said that will be the case. So Corrup+I started feeling embarrassed. Corrup+I feels too big. So he was his subordinate. So he was the one that sabotaged this issue with the help of Tinubu. It's as simple as that. Because from Federal Investigative Journalist, FIJ, by Fisayo, the investigative journalist, in his revelations, it is clearly stated that Ajuri got that slot due to Sheyi Tinubu, which is the son of the president. But Corrup+I was unpicked by the president. Because Corrup+I had direct access to the president. Corrup+I were the ones that worked with Tinubu when he was the governor. So Corrup+I had that every moral standing, like, hey, before you became who you are, we are the ones that helped you. So who is this small boy? You know what they do in Nigeria now. When they look at you, these are the same statement they tell Showore. These are the same statement they will tell Showore. Look at you. Use this one. These are what they tell younger people. And the Nigerian youth must understand that when these people were governors, they were not older than you and I. When Tinubu became the governor of Lagos State, he was just barely 40 years. Was just a little bit above 40 years. The likes of Ibori, Donald Dukes, they were in their late 30s and early 40s. So it is a shame that in this current Nigeria today, the Nigerian youth, including myself, by the way, we have now looked down on ourselves because those old generations, they have suppressed our voice and we have cowered and we have accepted defeat and we feel we are nothing to offer. And then we don't accept. These are people with old ideas. These are people who just want to subvert power. All they understand is just use the power of oppression and suppression to silence the people. They are not ready for debate. Because if Corrup+I was ready for a debate And if Tinubu is a man who also appreciates debate, argument, and show of competence, these guys would have been placed on an argumentative competition. Like, okay, since we are having issues with the two of you, let us go for an examination. Or let us go for a frontally debate. But of course, Bayo Onanuga cannot. He understands that there's no way he can face Ajuri and Ngelale one-on-one. So he has to use the power of ethnicity, the hidden hand of Jacob. So he did that. He's backstabbed. Should I say backstab? He blackmailed. He lied. He went behind, said all manner of stories, claiming he's holdout and Ajuri and Ngelale. And as a country that revere elders, that how can they allow Ajuri and Ngelale to be on top of him? That is a disrespect now. But how will this small boy be the one controlling me? No, Tinubu, this one cannot work. Let this boy go. This boy is not respectful. And I'm sure in that House of Villa, perhaps Ajuri and Ngelale doesn't give a damn about Bayo Onanuga. Bayo Onanuga will try to be showing Nami be senior. You know that kind of thing Nigerians like to do. Am I not older than you? So you cannot greet me. Ajuri like to say, listen, guy, we are in a workplace. I don't give a damn. We are in a workplace. So I just tell you, Bayo, how you doing? And he leave. So Bayo probably wants him to be saying, daddy, because he's like 60, whatever he is. Who give a damn? The nation's interest is what should come first. In Senate climbs, they will even tell you, don't use a Mr. for me, don't use a Sir for me. But Bayo Onanuga, instead of him to focus on what he is expected to do, all his plan, I think he has achieved his goal, by the way. And I mean, kudos to Ajuri and Ngelale for resigning. Because actually what we heard was he was embarrassed, was disgraced, but I think he wasn't disgraced. Ajuri and Ngelale, I doff my heart for you, because the corruption going on in this administration is unheard of, and anyone who has integrity, anybody who has integrity, and peradventure you were appointed and you're accepted an appointment, but seeing the corruption flying like mosquitoes, flying like Jet Li, from left to right, from north to south, from east to west, and you are not resigning, you are complicit. And of course, when the Nigerian people rise up, you will not escape the judgment of the Nigerian people. If you're just joining, please kindly click on that subscribe button. Thank you. Bye for now.